Hey guys, welcome back for part 2 of my Streets of Rage 4 playthrough with Big Thick Max. So once you beat Estel down here, you'll see a surprise character return to the series. In a star move, I can only equivalent to one thing, a Power Geyser by Terry Bogard. Adam returns back to the cast. And why they had such a prejudice against this guy from being in these games in Streets of Rage 1 just blows my mind. But he makes an appearance in all of them, like even if it's in a background art. He is captured in Streets of Rage 2, so you're fighting Mr. X to get him back. In 3, he's seen in cutscenes flying like a helicopter and shit, like, just put him in the game. Put him in! And then here he just comes out of nowhere and just kind of starts causing mayhem. It's great, but fuck, he should have just been in the game from the fucking jump. Come on. Immediately the AI is just getting out of control with this bullshit here. Come on. Wow, these old tats have lots of life. My goodness. So we're in this underground sewer area where I don't want to say the game gets crazy insane, but it starts getting a little bit bullshitty. Come on. Just get dumped on, please. So you start noticing these things here, these vials lying around, and you can actually throw them. They're like a weapon. The problem is I don't like the ones that are like green acid or whatever, so I usually don't use them a whole lot. You'll find others that are like flame based and it's fucking AI. Of course, they have to get their little cheap shot hit in. It's fine. Good grief. So you'll find these vials lying around. There's like flame, electricity, these acid ones. I prefer usually not to use any of them because I just... My... What the fuck? Power slide, power slide. Body slap. Of course, I just am getting decimated by background shit. Oh my god. Power slide. The game could really benefit from having, you know, a lot less of that garbage in here. Of course, we have the stars from the rings from Sonic the Hedgehog back there as well. I'm probably gonna die because the game is just showing me no fucking mercy here. See ya, beat the fucking traffic. There's a star hitting in that barrel, make sure you grab that. Of course, in the background there's some shinobi throwbacks, which is pretty sweet. Power slide, power slide, power slide, power slide. Yeah. Some fucking Susies. Like I said in my last video, you can beat their jump head-to-head with Max, which is pretty awesome. Body slam, power slide, power slide. And I want those points because I'm hurt for life. Power slide. Of course, there's a sewer turkey here, which, why the fuck would you eat that? Power slide. Motherfucker. Power slide. Yeah. Body slap. Get fucking dumped. So we're gonna head up into the bar, which we're about to see our old friend. But first of all, this is one of the tougher sections of the game, in my opinion. The bar. They're just these biker chicks. They're just out of fucking control in this game. They're like the replacement for the Streets of Rage 2 biker people, I feel like, so they made them chicks in this game, because I don't know, whatever floats everybody's boat, I guess. Donovan, of course, has to get his little cheap shot in. They do this charge attack with their, you know, head first into you. I like to utilize this blue here that's in the way, this one, to try to fight them. Because if you don't, this fight is pretty fucking disgustingly difficult. Come on. Of course, the AI can like the green health, it's giving everything a fucking key. That green health off me. So there's another arcade machine up here, and there is actually another taser at one point as well. I'll show, well, I don't know if the game will let me, since it's not letting me to this point. Shit. I would just recommend, if you come in here, not to really throw items until you complete the tasking of getting this arcade machine. Up there it is. Somewhere here in the bar is a taser. I need to really figure out where it is. I honestly don't remember. But there's a ton of shit you can just throw. I mean, this game at this point just gives you tons and tons and tons of items to use. And of course they threw me in. Okay, so there's the taser I see. This fucking game, my god. Holy fuck. So, I'm not going to grab these healths because once you come back from this arcade machine level, it will refill it for you. The game at least has the fucking common courtesy to do that. So we're going to fight our old buddy from Streets of Rage 2, and I believe, again, I don't know if this is the Game Gear rendition or what this is, but I'm just going to toss him around a little bit. Nice power slide. I love that combo. Oh! Okay. You fucking cockboard. He wasn't too bad. I do wish I had, you know, Axel just to grand upper the shit out of him whenever he comes into that spring. He's way less aggressive than his version, in my opinion. So again, there are just, you know, items all over. Ah! Fuck. Items all over the place. Yeah, be careful not to blow yourself up with a fucking vial of flame or whatever that is, I guess. Lots of goodies here. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick skis. That is Rue from Streets of Rage 3. He actually makes a cameo. If you walk up to him directly and just hold up, he will throw you some items to use in the boss fight coming up, which is against our old buddy Barban. And they gave him one of the most fucking rockin' themes in this entire game. So fucking awesome. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of electrocution game. Power slide, power slide. Lots of destructible things here in the parking lot. Very difficult enemy to fucking jump against. He has like this really good anti-air kick, and he does these like sweeping kicks across the level. If you jump at him, you can avoid it, but again, that can be the weak. There's the anti-air kicks, so he'll of course power up. And he will throw a bunch of these kicks at you. You usually can just jump and avoid them, but I'm a fucking scumbag right now. I'm getting fucking bullied. Holy shit. Oh he's going fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Body slam. Thunder strike.
You fucking piece of shit. Again, if you just jump, you
Power. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. 4 seconds.
I'm getting fucking blasted right now. Not the fucking day, Barbon.
Body slam.
That turns into a pretty awesome combo if you can hit someone dead center with that. You can do the down elbow into body slam, which links pretty nicely. Max has some pretty good combos. I would say out of all the characters, he's probably one of the lower tier combo machines. But his stuff hurts when you land it. So now we're off to, really nothing happens in that cutscene. You drive a motorcycle to Chinatown. What do you fucking do? So in Chinatown, what happens is you walk straight back. You can actually beat the bikes you drive up in and get a couple extra points. Don't need to do that. Grab this new boomerang weapon. This thing's, I guess, pretty cool. I don't know. I don't really use it. Whatever. Get away from me.
Power slide. Power slide.
Of course, you have to get a shitty fucking little jab in. The Donovans by now, don't even try jumping at them. You just cannot. You just can't jump at them. It's not possible. So just don't even do it. You see these guys on screen, forget that the X button exists completely. The sword in this one's not as satisfying as the Street Rage 2 sword in my opinion. That one felt like you were literally dicing people's guts out. And here's our old buddy from Street Rage 2, the fucking kickboxer, son of a bitches. They are back and meaner than ever. They do these fucking tiger knees all over the screen, like non-stop.
Body slam.
Fucking body slam. You can use this sign as a weapon. I would recommend doing so since the game's gonna be totally fucking insane. Enemies at this point. Again, I'm playing on normal. This game at the higher levels is just out of fucking control with this shit.
Power slide. Body slam.
I just wanted to flex a little bit with my combo ability there.
Power slide. Power slide.
Grab this star quick. Make sure we mash out that garbage. Heading into the chef's kitchen. This is a pretty nasty fight here. One cool item in this game are these the meat cleavers. They actually like go through tons of enemies.
Power slide.
They hit multiple enemies is what I'm trying to say before this fucking game starts immediately crushing you with fucking guys left and right. So I would recommend if you need a crowd control item, that's your fucking guy right there. Fucking drop kick in the fucking face. If I could find any of these items, that'd be fun. We're gonna get a ton more enemies on screen here. Some kickboxers. I would make sure to maybe grab a hatchet or two. I don't have a combo off of that after they're already in the air. I need to learn. Ooh, my dropkick beats their knee head to head. Fuck yeah, let's go. Remember to grab the Turk up here. Big old Turk. I guess I'm stuck on the corner. Go ahead and grab a little meat cleaver here because we're going to run into some more baddies out front. Damn, that cleaver fucking one-shotted that guy. I don't even feel bad about the villains. Like, I would hack them up. Now we're gonna see a new enemy type in this level besides the kickboxers, which those guys, you know, piss me off. But there's a worse enemy. They are these, I don't know what they are, like judo, karate masters or something like that.
Body slam. Power slide.
I would make sure to grab this thing. I don't know what it is, but it's a very powerful fucking weapon for some reason.
Power slide.
So this guy has a very weird attack pattern. If you stand in front of him, he does that charge. He's also very difficult to grapple with. Like, he has like a lot of vulnerabilities when it comes to the throw stuff. Shit. He will go into this like Geese Howard counter move as well sometimes,
Body slam.
and just counter everything you do. So I would make sure to range him out. In the higher difficulties, there's like 2 or 3 of those guys at this point. Just get in front of them, bait that attack out, and you should be able to maybe handle them with care. I don't know. They're very, very fucking difficult to fight against in this game. Now, these are some pretty brutal fight sections as well. This level has a lot of these like pretty brutal areas. And of course, these guys just love their fucking little weapons and stuff. There's going to be a ton of Galcias in this level. I would recommend just grabbing something and just standing in the middle of the room, defend yourself the best you can until it really breaks down. There's no real good way to fight these guys at this point. Because especially if they're getting some of these longer weapons, I mean, you're just going to get your ass kicked in here a little bit.
Body slam.
Do some crowd. Look at this fucking madness. Trying my best to run from these guys. Just
Body slam.
oh my word, I'm getting fucking wrecked. At least with these guys, for the most part, you can just drop kick through a lot of them. Look at this! Fuck out of here. Good fucking grief. Oh, and now the next room is just full of Donovans with swords, and you know, super fun. All Tets with all this extra health, and of course they have to get a little cheap fucking uppercut in, because of course. Son of a bitch. This game is getting pretty fucking brutal. I'm surprised I'm not catching it already.
Power slide. Power slide. Yeah. Body slap. Power slide. 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 Power slide.
Guess we'll power slide our way to victory. I didn't know that, you know, that was a viable tactic, but here we are. I'm gonna grab the cleaver because, in my opinion, it's the best, you know, crowd control weapon. And here we are joining the Kumite. Okay, USA. You get that reference.
Yeah.
My book.
Yeah.
So the one dude here will basically have like a flaming knee attack, like he's Joe, fucking Fatal Fury or whatever.
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide.
Maybe power slide. Gotta get as many cheap shots in as I can. These guys are pretty brutal at certain points. Alright. Now we're gonna go out here and fight the level boss, which is a pretty interesting, fun fight. It's against our old pal, Shiva. Now, I'm gonna let the cutscene play after I beat him to give you a little tidbit information that just blows my mind. The game developers must have took a few liberties with the story, which is fine with me, just as long as they make it, you know, interesting. But for the most part, you can't really use weapons on him. He'll deflect them. He still has his Final Crash move, which is pretty awesome.
Power slide. Power slide.
So he is a power-up where he basically will throw a projected self or something on the screen, which is a pretty interesting move. I wish he said his special moves like he used to. Final Crash! And he would like hit you with that that move where he would basically it sounded like he was like, I don't know, it sounded like he was like clawing you or something. Son of a bitch, I missed it.
Body slam.
So, yeah.
Body slam.
What?
Power slide.
Okay, I got him. So, I wish I would have grabbed that turkey and stuff down there. Shiva, looking back on it's not as bad as I used to remember him as, but he's still pretty fucking brutal fight on some of the harder difficulties. Especially, I think there's a few more enemies on screen and stuff. Like, they don't actually put enemies on the normal mode there. So, basically, you beat the hell out of him, and he kind of gets up, and it doesn't look like you really did a whole lot to him. So he's telling you about the Y twins here and how Mr. X passed the torch down to them or whatever. And going back to the sewers, we walked by a bunch of that sound equipment. Basically, they're using it as mind control. Whatever. Whatever. It's good guys versus bad guys. That's all I need to fight, okay? So they made up the story about the sound waves and mind control or whatever. That's fucking fine with me. So we're about to go over and crash the party at their tower there. Thank you, Shiva. Until we meet again, brother. So he's brothers with Axel? Like, think about that. That's fucking crazy to me, because you fight Shiva through the series a few times, and they're pretty brutal battles. That's your brother. God, that's fucking crazy to think about. So, now we have this stupid level. God, I hate this train level. This is my least favorite level probably in the entire game. I don't like this at all. I hate these levels with these proprietary fucking take damage sections. Like, just get away from that shit. I just don't like it at all. Of course, here we're fighting a bunch of cops. I don't know why, but whoever wants it can come and get some, I guess. Max is out here serving fucking dishes. Suplex City sandwiches for fucking everyone. I will just be power sliding a lot of the rest of the game probably. It looks like that's the best tactic I can find. Trying to get these cops to help me out here with these Francis's and these Dylans. Lots of health on these guys, my goodness. Of course, he had to ruin the combo because he's fucking Francis. He's so fucking cool.
Power slide. Yeah. Body slap. Power slide.
Again, the enemies in this game have a really interesting mechanic where they'll light up whenever they're getting ready to actually do some of their attacks, which is kind of nice. It gives you an idea of like who the immediate threat is. So here we have another fight with our homegirl Estel. Now she's just chucking beads everywhere. Great, right?
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide.
Jump! I know she's an anti-hit. Oh, I did it again. What is wrong with me? She's way less of a problem, in my opinion, in this fight. But I'm just playing like absolute trash right now. I'm not sure why. Big epic red did. The old tradition is back up.
Yeah. Body slam.
Damn.
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide.
Yeah, Kamish is not playing around. Looks like. Get away from me so I can get that turkey, my goodness. Actually, just get the fuck out. I missed it again. I missed the combo. But I didn't miss that one. Get out of my fucking face. Nice. Star bonus. Cause I'm a star, bitch. Tearing through this game pretty good so far. So they're trying to explain to Estel, I guess, that they're not the bad guys. Oh, here comes our homie. Mr. Y! Bitch. I hate this fucking cocksucker. So he blasted the train up. Good for him, right? So we're at this level called the Art Gallery after the train wrecks, and of course our character has taken damage. And we're introduced to yet another new enemy, maybe the most annoying one ever in any of these games. They just throw shit at you.
Power slide. Power slide. Vortex vacuum. Power slide. Power slide.
Oh my word, I'm gonna fucking blow up before I even get to health.
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Yeah.
Music here is pretty awesome as well.
Body slap.
Don't get dunked on, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Power slide. Power slide.
Fucking real, man. You guys are standing right beside a criminal, and I'm the main priority here. Off of me.
Power slide. Yeah. Good.
I mean, we could throw, toxic waste over the floor. Whatever you guys want to do.
Power slide. Power slide. Yeah.
So we're making our way through this art gallery where the train wrecks, and we gotta take care of a few of the enemies. Cops and robbers. And here's a little surprise, watch this. A ton of these chicks just come out of nowhere and are just tossing grenades all over the fucking level. It's unbelievable. So instead of, getting anybody that's tossing the grenades at, random human beings, they just come after me like I'm, the one doing all this shit.
Yeah. Body slap.
Wait for me.
Yeah.
Ah! Word. Come on.
Power slide. Power slide.
Lots of money's up here. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I do need some fucking help. This big old turd.
Power slide. Power slide. Yeah.
There's a trick here too at this where this card reader is. If you walk over to it and hold the directional pad towards it, it will toss you a briefcase of money, which I think it already did that.
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide.
Shit. Okay, so up there you can see another arcade machine. Right here on screen, you can barely see it, but there is another taser. So walk up here, tase the machine. We're gonna get another bonus level. This one's pretty rough. This is the old Sega Genesis. Final fight
Power slide.
with the goat.
Power slide. Power slide.
Dirty motherfucking shit.
Body slam.
You have to beat him and Mr. X with
Power slide.
one life. God, he's a tough fucking bastard in this game. Got him. This fight's pretty fucking disgusting, especially without any health items.
Yeah.
Fucking head here.
Power slide. Power slide. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Oh, I got him! Fuck yeah. I didn't even know he was close. Alright, cool. So it gives me a little extra star gang there. And it will refill your health. So that's a pretty brutal fight, but if you can do it, it pays dividends for you for this level. So there's lots of goodies here. Take the health booster there. Now's the fight with the other two sisters. We have the Flame Sister and the Acid one. So
Yeah. Body slam.
they're not that bad of a fight. They just get to be kind of annoying with some of their attack patterns. I mean, they're not the worst fight you'll have in this game,
Body slam.
but they do kind of gang up on you in later levels. And of course, that flame one does that shit all the time, where she'll fill the screen with fucking flames.
Body slam.
Try the body slam. Get out of there. Fuck.
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Thunder strike. Body slam. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide.
Alright, we got the one. She's out. Alright, let's go. Again, not another really particularly difficult boss fight, but again, this is on normal. The game gets way more sadistic when you play it on the more difficult levels, so just an FYI. Okay, I guess we went from the museum and burst into the Y Tower. Super mega fun time. So we literally went through a wall. Got it. So you're gonna start out in this like sauna room or something. I don't really know what's going on here. It's like playing one of those ice levels in Mario. It's kind of more fun than why, but
Power slide. Power slide.
we got all those guys off screen. Super mega fun.
Yeah.
There's a mob coming up here, and I don't. Or there's just a random guy standing there. I always forget about him. Get away from me. Dunked on. Very tough to maneuver in this level. I'm not quite sure if I thought that was a great idea. It is a nice like change of pace, but at the same time, like it's not. I don't really like it. So you're gonna find a couple of these mobs, and they actually stun the enemies pretty good here in this level. So you want to get the mop for the upcoming fight against two karate dickheads. Of course, the game there's that green up there. Immediately, they're just all fucking getting on me.
Body slam. Body slam. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide.
Even after the enemies die, you can still keep baiting on them to retain green health and to extend combos and get points, so make sure you're doing that. So this mop infinitely makes this fight here with these karate dickheads way easier. Alright, we got rid of one of them, just right away. Shit, okay, they're both just fucked, okay.
Yeah. Body slam. Power slide. Power slide.
Fucking fight, or what the fuck's the deal?
Power slide.
God. Alright, so this guy with the white beam must be like the expert. I think this dude has flames.
Power slide.
Yep, full
Power
flames
slide.
boy.
Power slide. Yeah.
So, like everyone that knows Streets of Rage knows, every Streets of Rage game has an infamous elevator. Well, this game's is coming up. So these guys are from Streets of Rage 3, if I remember correctly. A ton of these dudes show up and are, I think they're called like golds or silvers or something like that in this game. Lots of health from these guys. But they're kind of a piece of cake. You can get them like kind of ISO'd one-on-one, whatever. Alright, here we go. Immediately, they have guns just right in front of the face, because, you know, the game has the common courtesy of being like a Dark Souls fucking asshole design.
Body slam.
You gotta be careful here because you can actually break the sides of this level, and you can just toss enemies straight out, which is pretty handy, but you fight a couple of these karate dickheads, and what ends up happening is they'll one-shot you just clean off the level. Every fucking little cheap shot these fucking AIs can get. Son of a bitch. And of course they put Susie's out here just to be as ignorant as fucking possible. Ugh!
Body slam. Body slam.
Fucking dumb. Sick. I don't know how that fight is, but whatever. I don't know how that fucking hit me, but again, whatever. Get the fuck out of here. So we come up to a boss fight, and I actually was kind of shook by this the first time through. It's our buddy fucking Max. He's actually hologram for some reason. I guess when you fight him and you're actually playing as him, the game just makes him a hologram. He has a ton of fucking invincible frames. I've never found a good way to fight him in this game, because like everything you do, he's like invincible. And then of course he fucking hulks up. He has priority over fucking everything in the game. Doesn't like them body slaps. Yeah, that hurts. Fucking idiot right now. I'll just use the star to get him out of my face because I'm kind of sick of him. He can be very, very nasty on the harder difficulties, like brutal. So in the background there, if you didn't catch it, the Y twins were actually posted up watching this fight go down. It's awkward, I'm like talking to myself right now. So essentially they use this music to mind control him. I wonder what they're playing. So essentially they bought the police off as well, so they basically are running this city corrupt completely, like from top to bottom. Not that. They're not going to enslave everybody with the music. Oh no. Okay, so she basically becomes our BFF, Little Estelle. I like how they just literally do a YOLO swag jump off the fucking edge of a like multiple story building. You know, whatever. I don't know. It's up to them to do that shit. But I'm gonna conclude this playthrough here. Part 3, we'll fight the Y twins and we'll wrap this bitch up. See you then.